Hi, welcome to English Voyage. If you know these grammar rules, your English is perfect. Today we are going to discuss few grammar rules that we use, even the natives use in their daily language, but somehow they use it wrong. Even the English learners can give you better answers. So this is for self-assessment, that you should assess yourself that how much your English is perfect. And what are the learning objectives? Identify the different types of sentences. Number 2, spotting the error. Number 3, using correct word from vocabulary. And number 4, overcoming your fear of choosing right verb. Let's start with question number 1. Find the error. Jim and myself will lead the meeting today. Jim and myself will lead the meeting today. Yes, what is the error? Jim and I will lead the meeting today. Myself is the error. And why this myself is not correct here? Let me explain. The reason is we use reflexive pronouns like myself, yourself, herself, himself as an object of the sentence when the subject and object refer to the same person or thing. Means the subject and object, they are being used for the same person. In that case, we can use myself. I love myself, for example. But here in this case, we don't use myself. Instead, we only use I as a subjective case of pronoun, right? There is another reason as well. And the reason is when we use pronouns after subjective case, means we use subjective case of pronouns after and, or, then, and as. For example, it is not right if you say she is as pretty as me. Me is an objective case of pronoun. Instead, you will use she is as pretty as I because of as. Okay? Similarly, if we are using then, for example, for comparison, we normally use he is taller than me. It is incorrect. It is incorrect. The correct form of pronoun is he is taller than I. Then I. I is a subjective case of pronoun. So after then and as, we use subjective case of pronouns. Let's check your grammar with this sentence. Which one is correct? It took me a long time to get over the flu, or it took me a long time to get the flu over. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it took me a long time to get over the flu. This is the correct sentence. And it took me long time to get the flu over. It is incorrect. Why it is incorrect? Let me explain. This word, the phrasal verb, get over. Get over. This is non-separable phrasal verb. We cannot separate it with some other word. Like to get the flu over. Flew over. Flu is coming in between get and over. That's why we do not consider it as correct. To get over is non-separable phrasal verb. That's why we use it in same way. Okay, another tricky sentence. Which sentence is correct? The crowd was dispersed or the crowd were dispersed? Which verb we can use with crowd? Yes, the crowd were dispersed. Were dispersed. Why is it so? Let me explain. The crowd is basically a collective noun. And you know, when we use collective noun, we normally use singular verb. Okay? But collective noun is a unit and takes singular verb when this unit is unanimous and performing as a unit. But if it conveys meaning of disagreement or dispersed, we use plural verb. For example, the class is agreed, the class is unanimous in its decision. The jury is unanimous in its decision. The jury has given the same verdict. So we can use singular verb here. But if we say the jury was dispersed in its decision, means there is disagreement. So we cannot use was with it. We can use only were with it. But somehow in Americans, they use these both different words, was and were, but for British they use same, like they use only singular verbs for with collective nouns. Okay. Yes, another sentence to check your vocabulary and your grammar. Fill in the blank with lie or lay. I used to dash on bed to wait for my breakfast in my childhood. Please dash my dress on the bed. Yes, I used to lie, L-I-E, lie, on bed to wait for my breakfast in the childhood, and L-A-Y, please lay my dress on the bed. This is very confusing. Actually, it makes me confused somewhere, somehow, in some situations, we have to think about it that whether we use lie or lay. But let me explain it to you. The difference between lay and lie. Lie means to be or get yourself in a flat position, and lay means to put something on a flat position. It usually takes an objective, but lie does not take an objective. It takes an object. Okay? Lay takes an object. Lie does not take an object. So this is a difference. Hope it will help you by choosing the right word from lie and lay. Okay? So please tell me in the comments that how many sentences were correct, that how beautifully and correctly you used these forms of verbs, and how did you attempt this quiz. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for more videos. Bye bye.